Hey, today we're going to learn from Brittany Gardner. She is a fellow freelancer who specializes in Squarespace websites, marketing funnels, and SEO. Brittany is sharing her story about how she started and what she's learned along the way, and this magical rule of why it takes 3 years to actually be successful as a freelance marketer. Hey, I'm Emily Reagan. I teach virtual assistants how to be highly prized, highly paid marketing assistants. If you found this YouTube video, please subscribe because we'll be posting more content to help you with your freelance business, to help you find clients, to help you get better with your services and deal with some of the client situations that happen. Can't do it alone as a freelancer. You need a network. So come check out my digital marketers Workgroup. We do closed and open enrollment periods. So apply now and we'll let you know when the doors are open. All right, let's jump into the interview with Brittany. You had a good metaphor for these first 3 years of business. Like, what is that?
I think the reality is like when you get a plant and you put a plant in your yard for the first year, you watch it and it just like kind of blooms and it does nothing and it stays the same size and you pray that it comes back the next year. You celebrate that you didn't kill it. The second year it comes back, it doesn't look like it did a thing. It's alive, it's working, but you're not seeing that it's putting all of its energy into the roots down below. So you're not seeing any of its growth really outright. It's just
Yeah.
strengthening itself. And so that's like kind of your second year of business is that, okay, you survived your first year, second year, you're now like honing down your skills, niching out, figuring out what your business is about so that in the third year you can thrive and you bloom and like the plant doubles in size and each year after just gets bigger and bigger, healthier and healthier, and just trust the process, right? Like you can plant, but you still need to like nurture yourself with, some fertilizer. So take some courses, study up on the latest tech and everything and just like nurture yourself, but you don't have to, reroot yourself. You don't have to do anything else. Like you're there, you're established, you're growing and you're doing.
I agree. I wanted to go back to a little bit of your story with the course. Was it October 2020 when you joined?
Yes. I was booked out before the end of the year. So January 1st is when I officially started work for everybody. But I ended up with like 6 clients right off the bat.
Oh my God. So you said if you hadn't have done this, you'd be working in a call center. Do you think that's true?
I think so. I don't have a lot of options in my town. Like the jobs here, I wouldn't apply for it. Now
Oh,
there's more marketing places here and opportunities that I now feel like I 1000% qualify for and have more confidence to just throw an application in if I ever wanted to. I don't right now.
yeah.
But like I have that ability now where before it was like, okay, I managed a coffee shop for like 11 years. I don't want to do that again. I don't want to smell like coffee when I come home every day. And then like the previous work that I did just didn't pay well. So
hmm
like I could probably find something for it, but I would definitely be probably being at a call center because that's what's here.
What we're talking about here is options. So now that you've been in business 3 years, like what I heard, like you will put your name in the hats that you want, and you will say yes to bigger opportunities you never would have thought of a couple years
Yeah,
ago.
100%. Like there's that statistic like where girls often don't apply for a job unless they 100%
hmm
are like qualified for it. Screw that statistic for me now. It'd be like I feel like I have interviewed enough people that I probably would do really great in HR interviews and I know what I'm capable of and I wouldn't apply for something if I didn't think I could do the job. So like why wouldn't you hire me?
Yeah. So I was talking with someone over on Instagram and that whole like charge what you're worth. Like that really pisses people off. But you know what they're trying to say is what you just said right now. Like seeing the value that you bring to the table. It's not necessarily that we can price cap you, but coming to the table knowing you're good at what you do and that you deserve to be paid well for all of the skills, everything you've brought to the table, all of the knowledge you've collected and all of the training. So how freaking beautiful. Like you're badass. Did you look into any other programs or services before you enrolled?
I did not look anywhere else. Like your targeted ad is the thing that got me. Like I would not have looked anywhere else. And even looking at like the marketing that your competitors are doing now, nothing I've ever seen since then has been aligned to any value or anything that I would like want to click on. I would just think like, oh, this is just like another MLM, you know?
Yeah.
Yours, like, you appealed to the go-getter. You appealed to the ability that, like, I can do the work and I can do it well and people want to, like, reward that. And, like, I'm smart about how I go about it. Like, I can figure it out. You're not appealing to the stay-at-home mom on the couch, you know, wanting to watch Netflix and earn a quick buck so that they can go get eyelash extensions, right? You're wanting to empower smart women and professionals who are probably just burnt out, just done with like the corporate life. And
Mhm.
like you're providing another way for them to use their skills and do it on their terms. And I think that's like the gold and glitter of your messaging, that like you weren't trying to sell me a lie.
What irks you the most about this VA world or industry or whatever we call it?
First off, like VA is a catch-all, right? Even when we were going through your original course and it was called the VA Crash Course, I never called myself a VA because I came from like a background where like we hired VAs and it was all just like basically somebody who made sure your finances and like ordered you like airline tickets, right? So like I think that catch-all that like VAs are low price point task rabbits
Mhm.
that are just gonna do what you tell them to do. I think that's the part where I get frustrated and like I tried to correct people. I'm like, hey, I'm not a VA. Like I'm a digital marketing strategist. Like trying to get them comfortable with that term because I think it's like a like gives you more dignity for your role.
How
Yeah.
has your life changed since starting your marketing business?
I don't have anxiety worrying about whether we're going to be able to pay the bills each month, right? You know, I could just have that like kick to the curb now that like I have steady income and I have client work that is so consistent that, you know, I'm currently like maybe working 50 hours a month right now and surpassing all income goals that I have for myself. And like I don't worry about it because like I know how to get clients when I need them. I have the resources now. I have the confidence that, you know, I'm doing this work and I'm going to be able to pivot and bounce back and trust the process through it.
Oh my God, that's so good and so freaking empowering. You can go out there and you can scoop up the work and make more money at any freaking time. What do you get out of the work group right now?
Biggest thing, you've done me a solid. Like you literally gave me the ability, like the tools empowered me, encouraged me to be able to do what I'm doing today. And then two, once you take your course, you get put into the work group. And within the work group, you have all of the trainings. So there was like a time when a client of mine was like trying to switch her course to Kajabi. And I'm like, hey, no sweat. Like, I got you. Went in, crash coursed all of your Kajabi trainings, went back to her, helped her do things, only for them to be like, yeah, I didn't like it, so we're going to move to another platform. I'm like, okay, cool. Okay, but I know Kajabi now, you know? And it's great because it just get to add your tools and you get to do things, but also the community vibe of it. So being able to have the group is allowing me to build the business connections and the community of like-minded individuals who are doing the work, who understand the pains and the struggles and, you know, just the anxiety sometimes of what it means to be in business. Just being a part of that, I think, is great. Being able to help mentor others that,
Mhm.
you know, showing them like it's possible. Like, I could totally duck out of here, but I like being in here because I love seeing how everybody's thriving and being a part of that community.
And do you have any parting words for someone who's on the fence about starting a business, investing in their own skills to be able to do what you've done?
If you believe you have the skills and you are somebody who knows how to pivot and can make things happen for yourself and you're scared, you 100% should just go for it and just take that leap because you will find it'll be scary, but come find Emily, find the work group, find, you know, reach out to me. More than happy to help, you know, walk you through the first year of towing that line. Like, if you're scrappy, you're going to figure it out and you shouldn't be doubting. Like, it will happen to you. the amount of people needing jobs, like when Emily said it at first, I thought like, oh, she's probably like, overestimating. But having been within the work group and just seeing other Facebook groups and things I'm a part of, how many jobs are out there, there's always somebody looking for help. And if you can be the person that helps, you're going to get paid.
I love it. All right, this was just a small clip with Brittany Gardner. Go check out the full-length podcast episode over on my podcast, Unicorns Unite. Down below, you'll find the link to that episode in the description. All right, see you next time.